Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Clary B, mummy of 3. I am doing another cook with me dinner tonight, so I will show you how I make that. But first of all, I just want to say, is anybody else really suffering with their hay fever today? Like, I don't know if you can tell, but my eye is all red. It feels like there's grit in it, it's watery, it's driving me insane. Like, it's literally making it so that my everyday tasks, I just want to sit down and do nothing. It's driving me crazy. And I have taken an antihistamine, a Piriton, which I can take the two together, and my eye drops, and it's still driving me mad. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't last for too long. My hay fever's been pretty good for the last week or so, but yeah, today it's just like, not even all day long, just, I mean, I've been outside a lot today because me and Lily went for a long walk into town. And we've been outside an awful lot today, but it wasn't like playing up while we were out. It was just since I've been home and things, it's gone rah, and now it's just driving me crazy. So yeah, that's just me explaining why I look a bit weird. But tonight for dinner, I am doing one of the, is it simplycook? I think it's called simplycook. My mum gave me some recipe things. So I am doing Thai basil pork. Whether it's going to look like that or not, who knows? Gareth has asked if I can present him with fancy rice like this. I'll try G. Whether I'll be able to or not, who knows? Whether I'll want to at that particular time, who the hell knows? It might just be bunged on a plate. So I'm going to cook this, and I thought I'd take you through how I'm doing it. But I am really looking forward to eating it because I haven't had an awful lot to eat today, and I've been up since 5:30. So I woke up, I think it must have been before 5:30 that I woke up, and when I looked at the clock it was 5:30. By the time it got to 5:45, I wasn't comfortable laying in bed, and I wasn't going back to sleep. That was evident. And I just thought, you know what, I might as well get up and have a coffee. And then I was like, well, I might as well start my yoga and do my workout this morning. So I was really productive this morning, but literally since the school run I have been just dead on my feet. I'm so flipping tired. So I am going to get an early night tonight, because I need to get up early again tomorrow. So there we go. But I am looking forward to eating this because I'm pretty hungry, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get cooking, shall we? So it says I need 1 pack of microwave rice, or 2 packs. This is set up to serve 2 or 4. So we're gonna be serving 4. Lily, I'll give her some, but I highly doubt she'll try it. She's such a monkey. A pack of mince. It says 400 grams of pork mince. 2 peppers. I'm out of peppers. We've used them in our dinners, but I have got some frozen peppers, so I'll use those. And a 30-gram pack of basil. I haven't got fresh basil, but I've got dried basil, so I'll use that. So it should be fairly easy to do. I'm not going to use microwave packet rice because I tend to try and use those on days where I really am struggling and can't be bothered, or if I'm not feeling well. So I'm going to keep those in the cupboard and just use the regular rice I've got and just boil it, because it's not that much more effort. And although I am dog tired, I haven't actually got anything left to do this evening apart from run the Hoover around and bath the kids and get them to bed and iron Gareth's shirts. So I have got a few things to do, haven't I, really? I had also wanted to do another workout. I just don't know if I've got it in me. I don't know if that would be the sensible thing to do for my well-being today. I think I might just end up being ill tomorrow if I do that. But no, I'm still going to boil the rice. So there we are, that's what we need. God, I nearly screwed up the whole dinner, didn't I? That would be something that I would do. What is wrong with this? Boys have been playing with this. Right, so I need, here it is. Simplycook dinners come with these. And in here is all of the stuff you need. So for this one, we need something called Prao sauce and Thai style seasoning and chili garlic paste. So now I've got all that out, I'm not going to ruin the dinner. I'm just going to put my rice onto rice water to boil. I always add a bit of salt to my rice. I don't know if anybody else does that. Are you meant to? I've no idea. I just do. be honest, I do a lot of things cooking that you're probably not meant to do, but the stuff usually turns out nice, so I guess it's not that much of a big deal. I never know how much rice to cook for people either, so I always end up cooking loads and then chucking half of it away. Right, so now I need my big frying pan. And I'm going to get all the bits out and show you how I do it. So I've got a 500 gram pack of pork mince here, and I'm just going to take a little bit out because it only says 400 grams in the recipe. Not that I'm a massive stickler for recipes or anything, it's just I don't want to have like too much. Also, if I take a bit out of this, you know me, I love saving, being a bit frugal. I can keep this in the freezer and add it to another dish. Like if I'm making meatballs, I've already got beef mince portioned in the freezer. I can add this to that, make meatballs with it, or add it to mince when I'm doing a bolognese or something like that. So just, that's what I'm doing. It helps make meals go further in the future. I really am being a bit floopy today, to like quote Phoebe from Friends. I'm just not with it because of my hay fever and being so tired. So it's probably a good job that I didn't go driving anywhere today, isn't it? So there we are, I'll take some of that out. That's lovely. I can freeze that. See, I do apologise if this seems really disjointed, this video. I'm just so knackered. Right, I'm just getting some oil out to put in the pan. I'll take you over here with me, I suppose. You can see what's going on. I was watching the news this morning and talking about the cost of living crisis here in the UK. And it's just unbelievable, just what's going on. It is incredible how people are struggling so much just to put food on the table. So I may very well do a video around just how to keep the food costs down. I know I've done a budgeting one before on how to keep general costs down, but I might do it a little bit more of a focused one, because it's just crazy at the moment. I mean, we're fortunate that we can afford food, but to be put in a position where you have to choose between having your electricity on and cooking food, or like eating food that isn't cooked and paying the gas and electric bill, or skipping meals so that you can feed your kids, I just can't imagine how awful that would be. And none of us are in a very position that we are very far from being in that position. So I feel incredibly grateful that I am able to buy food that my family and we have the choice that we do. Although that being said, like we are not, you know, we by no means have a lot of money. So that is why I try and keep my food costs as low as I can, and generally try and keep costs down as much as we can. Because for most people, I think you're only ever 1 or 2 bad months away from being in serious trouble. But anyway, enough of the doom and gloom. Where's my recipe card? Here it is. So, right. Heat a little oil in a wok over medium heat and fry the chili garlic paste for 10 seconds. I thought I said 10 minutes. I'm glad I read that properly. This is actually a really easy meal by the looks of it, she says, because there's no chopping involved. But I can't get into this that easily. Alright, there's not much in here. I guess it must be pretty hot then. I won't be touching this. The other day I picked jalapenos off a pizza and then I rubbed my eye and I thought I was going to die. So I will be pausing the camera so I can wash my hands to make sure that none of this gets in my eye, because with my current issues I certainly don't need that added to my problem. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's see how this is doing. If I move you closer and you can actually see what I'm doing. Whoa! Or not. I'm a bit of a rookie with this tripod and it's got bendy legs. It's not the most stable thing in the world. It's not the best. Right. So let's. And this is not a very good spatula. I'm going to get my other one out. It's a bit bendy. Now, my weapon of choice. Push this down. And you can't smell this, obviously, but it does smell pretty nice. Turn the heat down so I just don't want to. Break up all the mince. Now, I always find pork mince is if you're struggling buying meat, pork mince is quite a good alternative to buying beef. Like if you don't, because beef mince can be quite expensive if you don't buy the cheaper ones, if you buy the lean stuff. So I never buy the 20% fat one, I always buy the slightly more lean one, unless I am in a bind. So pork mince is usually a bit cheaper and it's really tasty. I've made a whole bolognese with pork mince before and nobody's even batted an eyelid. So it's a really versatile meat. And it's also, if you mix pork mince and beef mince into dishes, the pork brings something, it takes it to a whole another level. I don't know if it's got something to do with fat or whatever, but it just tastes delicious. So in Aldi you can buy a mix of beef and pork mince in one packet, and that is a good price. So if you ever see that and you're wondering what it's like, give it a go because it is nice. Right, so I think that's done. What's the next step? Alright, so we've done step one, right? Add the Thai flavours. Right, so now I need to add peppers, the Thai seasoning, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. So where's the Thai seasoning then? Thai style, it's got to be it, hasn't it? Thai style seasoning. Oh, and peppers. Let's put the peppers in first. Nice amount in there. Okay. That'll break up because it starts to defrost. Sprinkle all this in. Just want to say, Mum, thank you for giving us these. Right, just let that cook for a minute. As you can see, my rice water is now bubbling away, so I'm going to measure that out, try and be a bit more accurate with it so I don't waste food. Because as cheap as rice is, I don't like throwing food away if I can help it. I have heard, or I read, that you can put cooked rice, not uncooked, cooked rice, out for birds. How true that is, I don't know, but that's what I read on the internet, because I do like feeding the birds and things. So if I do have any left over, I will double check that, and then I might pop it out there for the birds. Right, I better measure this rice out. Now, on a little slight side note, this is doing well now, broken up all the peppers and things, so I'm just going to let that simmer for a few minutes like it says on the recipe card. Excuse me guys. If you haven't seen, I've recently uploaded today our small Lidl haul. We popped to Lidl yesterday, and I know I'm like an Aldi gal, but they did give me a leaflet about the Lidl app, and if you spend... pork is for dinner, darling. What would you like for dinner? Chicken nuggets? Do you want a chicken nugget and a potato waffle? And then you can try some of my dinner? What do you want for dinner, Lily? Come here. Come here. What do you want for dinner? What do you want? What do you want for dinner, lovey? Tell Mummy. Do you want chicken nuggets? Do you want fish fingers? Right, okay. I'll do you some dinner in a minute.
I want poo-poo.
You want poo-poo? Okay, well that can be arranged. There's enough of us in the house.
Mom, I want
She doesn't want poo-poo. You can't help me at the moment. You can go get the stool if you want, and then you can stand up here while I cook. So what was I saying? Yes, I got the little app leaflet given to me. And if you spend like £200 a month, you get £2 off, and that is like, we usually spend just over that anyway on our food shopping. So I thought I might try doing a bit more shopping there and get used to it. See if I can do more shopping there anyway, and then maybe make use of the money off that you get, because I am trying to save some money on food shopping anyway.
And me too.
And you too. Careful, don't get too near the hub. And
so we are doing.
Shh, I'm talking. And then just I'll get the bits that I can't get from Lidl.
To me too.
What do you want to say?
Welcome to a home. So actually we are doing some dinner. So my mom is just making that
Mommy's cooking,
dinner.
isn't she? Right, you need to move away from
So,
the stove. You're too close.
so good.
Right, there we go. Why don't you move your stool back a bit, because I don't want you to get hurt. Now I need to add the pad crowd. Oh, I'm not saying any of this right. And 100 mils or 150 mils of water to make a light broth. Oh, so the 100 mils or the 150, depending on how much you're using, whether you're serving 2 or 4, I suppose. Stir well and reduce heat to low and let it cook for a few more minutes. That's easy enough, so we'll do that. Okay, so I've got, oh, for goodness sake. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's add this sauce. These are really, the only difficult bit about this is the fact that the pots are quite hard to open. And I'll get a spoon of this. I have no idea what any of this will taste like. I hope my kids like it, because otherwise they might just be having jam sandwiches. Which has happened before when they absolutely refused to eat pasta bake because apparently they didn't like it. It was just horrible. We liked it, it was fine, they just didn't like it. So in the end I just sort of lost my temper a bit, and I was like, right, if you're not going to eat the dinner, you can have jam sandwiches and you're going to bed. And that's what they had that night.
What is for dinner again?
This is for dinner, Saki.
What is it?
It's what's it called? Thai basil pork.
That looks nice.
It looks nice, doesn't it? I think you're going to like it. We're going to have it with rice.
Yummy.
Right, so now I just need to let this cook for a few more minutes.
Okay.
So I guess this is a dish that you could make in bulk if you had all the bits. You could make double and then freeze half and then have it on another night. And all you have to do is just boil some rice or just whack a packet rice in the microwave. And then your dinner will be done, and just so easy. Right, so now I'm just adding the sugar. I'll just put 1.5, I think, in. It's somewhere between 1 and 2. And then the next bit is we're cooking the rice now, then you're meant to put the basil in after you finish this. Turn off the heat and then let it wilt. I will have to just pop some dry basil in now because I don't have any fresh. My basil plant that I had died. I picked everything off it. I don't know how much I meant to have of that. Oh, so it's 30 grams. Maybe I'll put a little bit more in. There we go. The dried is more pungent than fresh, so let's say if I haven't ruined that, hey. God, it does smell nice though. Right, so that is it, just about done. I'm going to let it cook a little bit more, and I'll wait for the rice to finish, and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, so dinner's ready. I'm going to serve it with some sweet corn as well on the side for us all. So I'm going to use this little dish. I'm going to pop some rice in it. And I'm going to try and do some fancy rice. we'll see how this goes. So I put the rice in there. Now I'm going to just... Ta-da! There we go. Fancy rice. I'll give Gareth more than that. It's just that. Whoa, this tripod, honestly. I don't want to give the kids too much because my other bowls are quite big, and then they wouldn't have. They would be having too big a portion. So I'll give some of this for Charlie. And I'll do Zacky's, and I'll show you at the end what it all looks like. Right, so those are the boys. That's Zacky's, and that's Charlie's. Now that is ours, the finished article. And I have had a spoonful of the pork. It is delicious. Really, really nice. So that is Thai basil pork. And I hope that you enjoyed that video. Sorry it was a bit rambly. I am feeling a bit more with it now that I've actually gotten up and done something. So that's good. I might be a bit more productive for the rest of my evening. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. See you later. Bye.